Diego. Hey, Signature Sound is a premier recording studio who has worked with artists like Carlos Santana and U2, just to name a couple. They are now giving back to local kids by offering an internship opportunity to get some real-life experience in a pretty tough and competitive business. Joining us this morning to give us more details, Deborah Reeves and Hector Arteaga from Signature Sound. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This is exciting because you are now one of the premier recording studios in the entire country, and it's based right here in San Diego. And talk about some of the artists that have come through your studios and have recorded with you using your equipment.
Yeah, I mean, Signature Sound, it's a family business that was started by my father, Luis. It was actually, he began it in our home, built a home studio in our garage, and little by little started developing a clientele base. And then eventually he moved, he decided it was time to move to a bigger facility to host bigger bands. So, you know, one morning we wake up and U2 calls and they want to record at our studio.
When we say U2, we're talking about like Bono, that U2, yeah. The U2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that really sparked a lot of other bigger bands to come. So, you know, after that, Blink-182, you know, Boxcar Racer, Jewel,
yeah.
Akon, T-Pain, and, you know, just a bunch of others. So then, you know, the most notable one for me was definitely Blink, because I was in high school at the time, and I remember, you know, they were one of my favorite bands, and I was a runner for them. So, you know, usually a band just brings in like one guitar or a drum set, but they brought in like 60 guitars.
60?
Yeah, literally 60, and 4 or 5 different drum sets. And I remember I would come in super early and, you know, sneak in and sit on Travis Barker's drum set. But it was really cool to see.
And fantasize.
Yeah.
Envision yourself.
Could be, yeah. So it's really cool to see something start in your garage, and then 25 years later, it's like one of the best studios in San Diego.
It's amazing. And you want to now help pass on that kind of success to the younger generation. I know, Deborah, you started this internship program at Signature Sound. Talk about it, the real genesis of this, and why you want to teach the younger set to get involved in this competitive business.
Yeah, well, I got into engineering. I got interested when I was a little girl, like 11 years old. So when Signature Sound gave me the opportunity to intern there, and eventually I became the studio manager, I really wanted to give back to other young people. So we have a relationship now with like the San Diego School District, the Sweetwater School District, as well as many of the colleges here in town. So Art Institute, UCSD, in Cuyamaca, Southwestern. So if someone's in a program or their high school has an internship program, they've had studio experience and they want to get that extra professional step, they can apply for an internship.
You have a beautiful facility down there, and you also have a lot of, kind of a big pool of talent to choose from, both on the engineering side but also on the artist side. And we know Giovanna, she came in over the weekend, played some music. You actually kind of helped discover her. She's only 15 years old, but she's an amazing artist. What was it about her that really piqued your interest in her abilities?
You know, when she came in, she was 12 years old, hadn't turned 13 even, and she just had this powerhouse voice. Never had a music lesson, never learned an instrument, and she has perfect pitch. She can pick out a pitch just like that, and I was so impressed. I had to share her with everyone. So actually, Hector's mom was there, so I called her in to listen, and Luis, the owner, his dad, had him listen, and from there, we've been working with her since.
You may have discovered the next Beyonce. She described her one of her mentors, her idols, as Beyonce. So great job, Hector. I want you to talk about how people can get a hold of you if they're interested in this internship program, or if they just want to come down and record the next big hit.
Definitely. I mean, if you go to our website, signaturesound.com, we have all the links there, you know, to record, or all our social media links to interact, you know, with the staff that we have at Signature Sound as well.
Wonderful stuff. You guys are doing great work, and congratulations on your great success in what we know is a very competitive business. So great job.
Thank you.
Hector and Deborah, signaturesound.com is the website.